Let's dive into how you can buy Ethereum with PayPal. It's it's a really neat option,
Absolutely.
especially for folks who are just getting started with crypto. Whether you're dipping your toes in the crypto world or simply want a convenient way to buy ETHs, PayPal offers one of the simplest approaches.
Yeah, it's almost like shopping online. You already use your PayPal for subscriptions and bills, so suddenly using it to purchase Ethereum feels natural. But what are the initial steps?
So first off, you log into your PayPal account, right? Then you navigate to the crypto section. Just tap on the crypto tab. From there, you can select Ethereum and you'll see options to either choose preset amounts like $20 or $50, or you can manually enter an amount. It's all pretty straightforward.
Right? And once you choose the amount, what comes next? I mean, do you then just pick how you want to pay?
Exactly. You then pick your payment method. This could be your PayPal balance, a linked debit or credit card, or even a bank transfer. After that, PayPal shows you a summary of the transaction detailing exchange rates and
Yeah.
any fees that might apply. And then you authorize the transaction, and voila, you own some Ethereum.
That ease is really appealing, especially for beginners. But what about the fees? I've heard there's a fee if you want to transfer your ETH to an external wallet.
Right, that's a key point. While buying ETH in PayPal is super simple, there's a 1% fee if you decide to transfer it to an external wallet. Plus, there's a conversion spread on the exchange rates. So, it's a case of paying a little extra for all that convenience.
I see. So if someone is planning to invest a lot, these extra costs might add up, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a bit like paying a premium for immediate accessibility. For someone who's just experimenting with small amounts of ETH, it's totally fine. But if you're a heavy trader, a crypto exchange might offer lower fees and more control over your assets.
And speaking of exchanges, I've read that you can also buy Ethereum with PayPal on some of them. How does that work?
Good point. Several major exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance, or Bybit allow you to use PayPal to buy ETH. The process is similar. You create an account, complete any necessary identity verification, then link your PayPal account as a funding option. This way,
Exactly.
you get the smooth integration of PayPal, but also access to features that an exchange offers.
Interesting. And what about using PayPal with MetaMask? I've heard that you can even integrate it there.
Yes, for US users especially, you can buy Ethereum via MetaMask by choosing PayPal when you click Buy in the wallet. You then log into your PayPal and select the funding source you want to use. It essentially extends that convenience into your crypto wallet environment.
That's a clever integration. Now, what about alternative ways to buy Ethereum with PayPal? I've seen mentions of peer-to-peer platforms and even gift cards being used.
Right, there's quite a bit of variety. Besides the direct in-app method, you can use peer-to-peer services where individual sellers accept PayPal for ETH transfers. But you got to be cautious there. Scams and chargebacks can be an issue. Then you've got third-party services like MoonPay that act as brokers, letting you use PayPal to purchase crypto with a fee. Some even offer crypto-friendly gift cards that you buy with PayPal and then trade them for Ethereum on supported platforms. It really expands your
Yeah.
options. It's your
It sure does expand the range of options, but I'm curious, do these methods compare in terms of cost effectiveness? Because realistically, paying a little extra on fees might not always be the best long-term strategy.
You're right to question that, and it's a valid point. For folks who intend to experiment on a small scale or who appreciate absolute ease of use, PayPal's fees are acceptable. However, if you're planning larger or more frequent transactions, factors like the 1% external wallet fee and the conversion spread can be significant. In those cases, traditional crypto exchanges might be better financially, even if they require a bit more effort upfront.
It's a bit of a trade-off then, convenience versus cost and control. But there's definitely a place for PayPal in the crypto ecosystem, especially for newcomers.
Absolutely. It really lowers the barrier to entry. If you're already comfortable with using PayPal for your everyday transactions, stepping into the crypto world is less intimidating. You get to experience the crypto market without learning complex trading procedures or setting up brand new accounts with specialist exchanges.
And that ease is a huge plus for a lot of people. But I have to ask, is there any legal baggage? I mean, how does regulation play into all this?
Oh, definitely, regulation is a major factor. While buying Ethereum with PayPal remains legal in many countries, there are specific rules you need to be aware of. For example, in the United States, as long as you stick to AML and KYC requirements, you're generally in the clear. But in some places like the UK, PayPal had to pause crypto purchases for a while to meet new regulatory standards. And, as of now, UK users might need to use alternative platforms that are FCA registered.
Gotcha. What about regions like the European Union or Canada? I imagine they have their own sets of rules, right?
Exactly. In the EU, regulations like MiCA, Markets in Crypto Assets, set forth strict guidelines to ensure consumer protection and market integrity. Meanwhile, in Canada, crypto exchanges have to register with regulatory authorities, and sometimes there are limits on how much one can purchase within a given time frame to protect retail investors. It's a global balancing act, really, making crypto accessible while ensuring that buyers are protected.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I see. So, whether you choose PayPal or some other platform, you'll need to be aware of your regional rules. It definitely makes the crypto space more complex than it first appears.
Right, and it's important to do your own research. Regulations are continually evolving, and what works perfectly today might change with new laws or restrictions tomorrow. That's why keeping yourself updated is key, especially if you plan to dive deep into crypto investments.
Absolutely, staying informed is crucial. And then there's the option integrated with Venmo, which I find quite fascinating. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure can. For US users, Venmo, which is also part of the PayPal family, allows you to buy, hold, and sell Ethereum as well. It provides another avenue to track and manage your crypto portfolio directly within an app that many already use for social payments. This integration really highlights how mainstream crypto is becoming, even if the fees and limits remain constant across these
Indeed.
services.
Given all these options, it really seems like PayPal is a double-edged sword. Excellent for beginners and casual users, but perhaps not ideal for those seeking more advanced trading opportunities.
Yeah, that's a fair observation. If you're just getting your feet wet with Ethereum, the simplicity and accessibility are fantastic. But if you're in it for the long haul and want to optimize fees and control, then looking at crypto exchanges or even decentralized platforms might be the smarter route down the line.
I can totally see that. Now, I know you mentioned transaction limits earlier, the weekly cap on crypto purchases and transfers in the US. Can you break that down a bit more?
Sure thing. In the US, for example, you get a weekly buying cap of $100,000 for cryptocurrencies, and there's a $25,000 cap on transferring crypto out of PayPal. These limits can restrict how much you can move around if you're a high volume trader or planning to, say, consolidate your crypto in an external wallet. So,
Exactly.
these caps are something to keep in mind depending on your investment goals.
And do these caps affect everyday users at all?
For someone who's like casually buying $20 or $50 worth of Ethereum here and there, the caps are practically invisible. They're designed to, prevent abuse and manage risks on the platform. But for larger transactions, they can definitely become a limiting factor, pushing you toward other platforms.
Yeah, that makes sense. It kind of comes down to what you personally need out of your purchasing method. Ease of use versus the finer control of a full-blown exchange.
Exactly, it's all about priorities. If your goal is to experiment with crypto without a steep learning curve, PayPal is ideal. But if you're looking for lower fees, unrestricted control, and perhaps more elaborate trading tools, then moving to a dedicated exchange might be the better long-term choice.
Absolutely. And it sounds like, ultimately, regardless of the platform, the crypto journey still requires you to keep up with market trends and regulatory changes.
Yep, you've nailed it. The crypto world is dynamic. Fees, regulations, and platform features can shift over time. So, doing thorough research and staying adaptable is key. Whether you choose PayPal or another method, being informed ensures you make the best decision for your unique needs.
Right on. This has been a really engaging dive into the world of buying Ethereum with PayPal, covering both the practical steps and the broader financial and legal context.
Absolutely. It shows how a seemingly simple transaction can involve many layers, from ease of use for beginners to fee structures and regulatory frameworks. Every investor needs to weigh these factors, and that's what makes exploring
Yeah,
crypto
definitely.
so exciting, don't you think?
For sure. I guess the takeaway here is that if you're new to crypto and already comfortable with PayPal, starting there is a smart move. Just be mindful of the fees and limits as you grow more active.
Exactly. And always remember, whether you're taking small steps or diving in head first, the key is to stay informed. Explore your options, compare fees, and understand your local regulations. That way, you'll be better prepared as the crypto landscape continues to evolve.
What a thorough discussion. I really appreciate the insights into not just the steps of buying Ethereum with PayPal, but also the broader picture of what that means for users at different experience levels.
Definitely, it's been a great chat, and I hope it gives everyone a clearer view on making an informed choice when stepping into the world of crypto. Keep exploring and stay curious because, well, the crypto world never stands still.
Absolutely.